So I'm a little late to the party, but I finally picked up the Athlon RangeCraft Chronograph. Now I know there's already a ton of reviews out on this chronograph because pretty much everybody is using this one or the Garmin. So we're not going to do an unboxing video on this. We're not going to really go over a lot of the specs or how to set it up or anything like that because, well, there's already tons of great videos out there with all that information. So what we're going to do today is something a little different. This is my ProChrono DLX, and I've been using this chrono pretty much ever since I started my channel. In fact, the review I did on this chronograph was one of the very first videos I ever did here on YouTube. And it's been a great chrono. It works great. Very rarely ever get an error like you do with the Codwells. And I've developed many reloads with that chronograph. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to head out to the range. And we're going to pit this chrono against this chrono. And we're going to see if the upgrade is worth it. Because this chrono costs 3 times as much as this chrono. All right, we're out here at the Crawford County Sportsman's Club, and we're ready to start this challenge or competition, whatever we're going to call it. Now, our first test is going to be ease of use, and I think we pretty much already know who's going to win this part of the challenge. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to start a timer on my phone, and we're going to see how long it takes me to set each chrono up. So I'm going to set up a couple cameras at different angles, and I'm going to start putting the ProChrono DLX together and getting it ready to shoot a 5-shot group through it. I don't know if the camera was picking up the screen on my phone or not, so I took a screenshot of it. If it didn't, I'll put it up on the screen. But basically, it took 3 minutes and 48 seconds to set that chronograph up. You got to get a tripod out. You got to get everything adjusted. I'm shooting here from the bench, so it is what it is. It just takes a little bit of time to get it all set up. So now what we're going to do is start the timer over again. We'll go ahead and hit reset. I'm not going to show it to you. I'm just going to go ahead and hit start. So everything we need to set this chrono up is in this nice little carry case. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the start button, and we're going to get started. So we're going to unzip this. We're going to pull our chrono out. Here's our chrono. Comes with a tripod. This is a really nice tripod too. It's metal. It's pretty heavy, so you're not going to have to worry about this blowing off the table. So we're going to open this up. Our power button's right here. We're going to hit power. We're on. Now we're going to be using a handgun off of a shooting bag. So once we get into this, We're going to go to quick start session. Click on that. We're using a pistol, so we're going to scroll down, click pistol, and we're going to click 600 to 1800 feet per second because we're shooting 9mm. So we're definitely not going to be going over 1800 feet per second. And then we're just going to set it right there and it's ready to go. That took 1 minute, 2 seconds to get that out of the case and set up, ready to go. All right, here we go with part 2 of this test. So I got a camera set up in front of the ProChrono DLX. I got another camera here set up in front of the Athlon, and I got a target set up down at 15 yards. We're going to shoot a 5-shot group and make sure all 5 of these shots register. It'll also be interesting to see what the differences in speed are from the ProChrono to the Athlon. Now I can't see the ProChrono because the camera's in the way, so I'm gonna have to kind of lean over to the left each shot. But we got a red dot on the target down there at 15 yards. Here we go with the first shot. Okay, they both registered. They're pretty damn close. The Athlon read 1107, the ProChrono read 1110. Now this is CCI 115 grain blazer, just factory ammo. Here we go, second shot. Wow, man, those are close together. All right, I'm liking this. Third shot, both of them caught it. That one was almost dead on. All right, fifth shot. That's awesome. Now, the ProChrono is about 3 feet further in front of the Athlon, but man, they're neck to neck. That's really, really cool. All right, here we go with our third test here at the range. Let's say I come to the range, I'm shooting handguns, and I want to do a real quick load development. I don't have my shooting bench with me or anything like that, so I'm just going to stand up and shoot. Well, I'm going to have to go through the same exact thing with the ProChrono. Going to have to get a tripod out, got to get everything adjusted, set up, and then I can start shooting. Well, with the Athlon, what I've done is I just went and grabbed one of the blue barrels. I turned this on and I set it up right beside me. So I want to see if this chrono is going to pick up the shots because I'm 6'3", so I'm going to be standing pretty high above the Athlon, and then I'm going to be shooting right through the ProChrono. So let's see if all 5 of these shots are going to register. All right, here we go with the first shot. Both of them registered, and they are very close together in speed. All right, second shot. Here we go with the third shot. Both of them registered. We're good. And the last one. All right, I think they both got all 5 shots, and that last shot was dead on. They're both exactly the same. 1121. Kind of cool. All right, we're back in the studio. I just want to give you a quick look at the case and the unit itself. But as you can see, it comes in a really compact case. We'll go ahead and get this opened up. I've got my charging cable here. It does charge with a USB to USB Type-C cable, and your owner's manual is right here. And then we move down here to the bottom. You got your chrono, and you got your tripod. So there's your screen on this. I still have the screen protector on it. I haven't taken it off. Here on the bottom, this is where you thread your tripod on. Over on this side is your cover for your USB Type-C charging port. And there is your port. There's the back of the unit. And if you look up here at the top, you got 3 buttons. You got your power on button, you got your option button, and your delete button are both the same. And then you have the OK button. And you come over here on the side and you got your up and down buttons to scroll through the menu. So to turn it on, you just hold the power button, let off, and it comes on. It's fast. Now this puts you into the alignment. We'll bypass that. We'll just hit OK. Now if you look, you got quick start session, new session, previous session, and your settings. And then if you want to click on that settings, you're going to go to the top, hit the OK button. Now you can change the display color, the brightness, all that. So one other thing I want to show you, what I was doing out at the range was just using quick start session. So we're going to hit OK. And you heard me say at the range that I was going to set it up for pistol. So as you can see, you got rifle, pistol, archery, air gun. Let me make sure we don't have any other ones. And then other. So what I did is I clicked on pistol. You're going to go back to the OK button. And you heard me say that I was clicking on 600 to 1800 feet per second because, well, I've never shot a 9mm round over 1800 feet per second. I know they make some super lightweight bullets out there that you can probably hit that velocity with, but in my case at the range today, I didn't have anything like that. Now, if you got something that's going to go between 1800 and 5000 feet per second, you have the option to scroll down, you hit OK, and there you go. This thing's ready to use. Well, this video went pretty much exactly how I thought it was going to go. The Athlon RangeCraft Chrono pretty much destroys the ProChrono DLX in every category. The only category that the ProChrono wins in is the price. It is considerably cheaper. Now, I know I'm going to get somebody in the comments that's going to disagree and say the ProChrono is better, and you're wrong. And you're cheap, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you're wrong. This is the future of chronos. Now, this thing is so compact, it fits right in my range bag that I take to the range every time I go. And the most interesting thing for me in this video was seeing how close they were together. Pretty much every shot was only off 2 feet per second between both chronos. And like I said earlier, the ProChrono DLX is a great chrono. I've been using it for years, and I've developed a lot of rounds with it. But this little chrono is just as reliable and just as precise. So now the reason I don't have the ProChrono sitting here is because I've already gotten rid of it. I have no use for it anymore. But I have a really good friend of mine here on YouTube who does have a use for it. So I boxed it up and shipped it out to him. And the cool thing is, it's going to get used in more videos here on YouTube. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.